So I know it's been a while since I last did anything on the Corvette, and that's because I decided that a part of me really wants to get rid of this car. I'm not sure if I'm going to build it or do anything else with it, but in the meantime, what I want to do is actually get this car back to looking tip-top, the best that it can. So for the next coming episodes, what I'm going to be doing is working on this bad boy. So the first thing that I want to start off with is I may or may not have gotten into a little accident in the vet. It was just a little minor fender bender, picture here. So now, instead of paying $1,200 to replace the front bumper and get the whole front end redone, it's really not that bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the front bumper, show you guys a little bit of how that gets done. And then after that, I'm pretty much gonna get the left driver's side headlight. The gear on that one's starting to go bad, so that's another fix that I gotta do. And then there's a couple other odds and ends. I gotta do the rear brakes and rotors. That's another cool video. So I'm pretty much just gonna be trying to get this Corvette back to tip top. So I'll show you guys what we're starting off with today. Yes, I know, I'm one of those people that put these stupid little reindeer accessories. Oh look, one of my antlers actually fell off right over there. There it is. But yeah, so I'm gonna go down to this angle right here and you'll actually see there's a slight little gap right in that hood. So it's not really that bad, but this right here is then not that big. But this is what it should be. Smooth and nice body line. So I'll get this nose out of the way so you guys can see a little bit better. And then when I was doing a car wash, this little emblem decided it wanted to fall apart on me, so I've got a replacement for that as well. It can be kind of a pain to jack the Corvette up, especially like the front end. The back end's not too bad if you've got enough clearance back there, but on the front end it sits pretty low, and then it has that silly little deflective piece to take any curb damage or anything like that. So that can get in the way a little bit. So I've got a little trick that I'm going to show you guys. So as you can see, my ramp doesn't quite do the job here. So what you want to do is get some 2x4s or 2x2s, anything like that. And then you want to just stack them in kind of a ramp form. They've kind of collapsed right now because it's lifted up. But normally when you stack it, I just did one, and then I did two here, and then I did another two just to give it a little bit more to sit on. But that's as high as you got to lift it up just to get under the car. And I have a low profile jack, so that's something to keep in mind if you do have one of these. Might be something worth investing in. And then all you simply do is grab another piece of wood, and then you can go ahead and just throw that right onto your jack, right there, line everything up, and then just go ahead and just jack it up. And then you only need it high enough to get your jack stand to the lowest setting, and that's all you need. A couple other things I want to do is I want to go ahead and upgrade these and get rid of these old looking things, and then hopefully get some LEDs put in there. I already have HID headlights, which I did another video on. You guys can check that out. But really there's not a whole lot to do. There's a couple random things, like I said, that I'm going to be working on with the car. I gotta say, I hate working in the freaking garage whenever it is 30 degrees outside. I need to hurry up and get a heater installed in this bad boy. But in case you guys are wondering, yes, I've kind of been procrastinating on the C5. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. Originally, I wanted to make it into a track car, but just seeing how awesome it is stock and putting more money into this car and doing all that stuff, I'm not quite sure I want to take that route. So in the meantime, what I want to do again, get everything fixed up. So if you guys have any videos you want to see, or if you guys look forward to seeing this car when it's all shiny, complete, and pristine and beautiful, then be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you look forward to seeing. First step, pop the hood. And then most of you won't have, it appears I have ghosts. But on a serious note, these hood struts might be getting ready to go, so I might have to do a replacement. Also another video, stay tuned for that one. But let's get back on track. Solution. And you just prop this up right over here. Look. While filming, a stray cat has arrived. Should I keep him? I should probably keep him. I think he's my cat, actually. I don't like cats, but he's my cat. I'm sorry to say that was the easiest part of this. Now for the fun part. If you've ever seen the parts breakdown or the blowout for the front bumper, you know that there's a metal frame and then there's also a shock absorber that's right under here. So that small little gap, I figure we'll pull the bumper and see what it looks like under there, because I have a feeling that my shock absorber may have just been pushed in a little bit. Not the sexiest angle, but the next part, you're gonna have to get under. As you can see, it's a little ways up there. So I had to make this super extension just to get up there. This is one of those situations where size does matter. So as you can see, everything should come off pretty nice. What I'm running into some trouble with on mine right now is there's actually one little frickin' plastic screw here and another plastic screw, and they're kind of stripped out, so I got to figure out a way to get those out. Wish me luck. Let's do this. Ta-da! You've got one Corvette C5 bumper. All right, now we can take a look. And just as I thought, as you can see, the shock absorber kind of cracked up, bent up. Right under there, cracked up, bent up. Right up front, a little damage there. Right up front, a little more damage. So step one's gonna be to probably switch this out, because you can see it's got a little bit of a slope to it right there. And that might be where we're getting a slight little bit of gap. So we're gonna try that out. This frame right here looks good. It doesn't look impacted, doesn't look bent, but we'll check on that a little further and see. But if anything, it might be worth it to order a new one too. But again, they're not too bad compared to ordering a whole new front fascia. It's not the worst that it could be. Now that I've got the front bumper off, I'll take a look at that and see if that needs some repainting, which is fine, because like I said, you save a little bit of money now that you got the bumper pulled. You can take it to a shop, have them repaint it, put it back on the car, saves yourself some few bucks, you know? As far as the shock absorber, I've got to see if I can order one and get one on this car, and hopefully we'll get that in the next, probably next week, hopefully. I pay a little bit extra for that shipping, get it here. Then we can put the whole car back together, see how everything looks. In the next coming video, what I want to do is one of my headlights starting to grind a little bit, and I'll do a little video on how to replace the gears in the C5 headlights. That's something that's pretty much a pain in the ass, I'll put it that way. But if you have the front grille and everything pulled off, then why not? It's a pretty straightforward process now that you got access to everything. There's a couple other things that you can do while you have the front grille off. I'm going to look into those things, order some parts. So stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe if you guys want to see how this car turns out. And again, if you got any comments, questions, concerns, shoot them down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys. Thanks for checking out this week's episode of LJ's Garage. Stay tuned.